I'm Atlanta News First investigative reporter Andy Parati. Tonight, an Atlanta News First investigation into a surveillance program watching Georgia drivers every day, costing taxpayers millions. It involves the widespread use of school zone speed detection cameras. While law enforcement say they're designed to save lives and protect children, we've uncovered money may be the real motivation.
This is Highway 441 and 23.
Gary Klingman takes us on a drive
Returning home from the mountains.
through a town he says scams drivers out of money.
That's the camera that got me.
He received this $100 citation in the mail December 2023 for speeding 57 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour school zone in Tallulah Falls, Georgia, northeast of Atlanta. Not from the city, but from a private company called Blue Line Solutions, the operator of the town's school zone speed detection cameras. This is the sign warning drivers the speed limit is 45, only when the lights are flashing. When the camera ticketed Gary, the lights were off.
I didn't believe it because I didn't think that I was speeding through a school zone.
Town officials told Gary the cameras ticket drivers almost all day, but you wouldn't know that unless you checked its website, showing cameras enforce the speed limit from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. The warning lights turn off at 8 a.m. The camera ticketed Gary, a retired teacher, nearly an hour and a half later.
You got to be kidding me. Why do they do that to people? Why not be honest and enforce the law consistently instead of having to play games with everybody?
Gary isn't the only one who feels this way. Last year, the town's camera operator faced a class action lawsuit accusing it of collecting unauthorized revenue and excessive electronic processing fees. Since the state allowed cities to install the cameras about 5 years ago, the numbers have exploded. From 39 permits approved in 2019 to 290 last year. Public records uncovered by Atlanta News First Investigates reveal the cameras have generated more than $100 million in revenue. Right there.
Oh, my Lord.
We showed our findings to Clay Perkle.
Wow. That's incredible.
The South Georgia cattle farmer has beef with the cameras too. Not because he got a ticket,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee, for
but as a member of the Georgia House of Representatives, who says he's received too many complaints like Gary's. The Republican filed a bill earlier this year to ban the cameras. It failed to pass.
It's about money. I mean, let's cut to the chase. It is about money. It is generating millions and millions of dollars for these communities every year. And it's like having your own personal ATM machine.
No other city in Georgia has collected more revenue from camera citations than the city of South Fulton. $14 million. City records show it's used the money to buy tasers, uniforms, computers, vehicle repairs, including this $350,000 armored vehicle.
I called it a tank. It looks like a tank.
Khalid Kamau is the city's mayor. He doesn't believe the cameras make school zones safer.
We don't have to debate that anymore because we can see year by year the amount of money that we're generating. So that tells me that it doesn't work.
Is this taxation through citation?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mayor Kamau says the city plans to use some of the camera citation revenue to install speed bumps, which he believes work better.
The difference between speed bumps and traffic cameras is that one costs money and one makes money.
If you're not a fan of the cameras, why does the city have them?
We have a council manager form of government.
The buck doesn't stop
The
with
buck
you.
doesn't stop. If it did, I would void the contract. I would cancel the cameras. I would take all $14 million and use it exclusively on pedestrian safety.
If they would have a seat, if you.
Here's state lawmakers debating the legislation in 2018, ultimately granting cities the authority to install the cameras. A lobbyist and the bill's author at the time argued it was about protecting children.
We've had several deaths and major injuries in the state of Georgia already in these school zones, and if they think surveillance technology is the right thing to keep their children, their meemaws and peepaws and their mamas and daddies, and the crosswalk tenants safe, then they can install this if they deem necessary.
After the law went into effect, some police departments posted social media videos like these, emphasizing the cameras were about safety.
Today we're here to talk to you about speeding in the school zones. And so we're going to start enforcing that with cameras.
One of the camera operators produced social media videos for law enforcement agencies, with officers reading nearly identical scripts.
A study conducted by the Governor's Highway Safety Association
showed that between
2008
and 2017, there was a 35% increase in pedestrian fatalities throughout the United States.
But are the cameras making Georgia roads safer? According to the National Highway Safety Administration, pedestrian fatalities in Georgia have steadily increased since the cameras were installed. Although it's not broken down by community or school zones, the number of school-aged children deaths nearly unchanged year to year. The vast majority at night when school is not in session.
We had a 5-year pilot, if you will. And it turns out it doesn't work. But if the goal really is school safety, children's safety in school zones, we would scrap it.
For that one moment, the camera just gets you.
Back in Tallulah Falls, the town has collected more than $3 million from citations so far, purchasing this new Tahoe, a $24,000 drone, and the mayor wants to use the money to hire 2 more public safety employees, all for a town of about 200 people.
Why should I and all the other people who are driving through here have to pay to subsidize the town of Tallulah Falls? I feel like the government is in my pocket.
An attorney representing Blue Line Solutions, the camera operator for Tallulah Falls, declined to respond to the class action lawsuit. The town's mayor did not respond to our questions either. Representative Clay Perkle is not seeking re-election, but he says he knows many lawmakers who want to refile his legislation to ban the cameras next year. If there's something you would like Atlanta News First Investigates to look into, email us right now at investigates@wanf.com. And to see more of our impactful investigations, you can download the Atlanta News First app or go to our website, atlantanewsfirst.com.